interestingly enough, in 2019, I was ready to go with a film. It wasn't this one. We were ready to shoot. And we were about to go into development in March. And some people are here that were at that party. I went to a party on March 13th, 2020, and that was ground zero for COVID. So COVID shut the world down. So I was like, all right, I'll give it another 2 months, and because the world ain't shutting down. Like, that's ghetto. So come June, March, April, May, we're still not clear, right? So I thought I was gonna drop my book. I was gonna have a wrap party for my film and a premiere and all the dope stuff. But you know, they say man plans and God laughs, right? So May comes, so I'm like, I'll give it another 2 months because this is really ghetto. This is like Brownsville, never mind. No, I'm sorry. So I'm like, yo, we'll give it another 2 months. And then it pushed into like September. And I'm like, damn, this world ain't opening up. So the movie that I had written, I had like 50 characters, about 30 locations, and a bunch of extras, and it was fully funded to go to shoot it. And then the money just went away because the whole industry shut down. So I'm like, yo, while we all quarantining in place and sheltering in place, that's the one thing that we all had in common, right? This is something that, you know, to some degree, the movie was undergirded by COVID. Like COVID was another character, and so we all can relate to that. So as I'm watching all of these movies, I said, what's a movie that I gotta make a movie? Like something that creative was in me saying I gotta let it out. So as I'm watching all these movies, I'm like, a thriller. Yes. All we need is one family, one location, one cop. Maybe he dies, maybe he saves them. That's the story, right? Because that's all thrillers, right? So in a nutshell, this is not a thriller, it's a drama because nobody got killed.
A thriller. It was a thriller.
Okay, well, yeah, hopefully it checks all the boxes and we win all the categories, right? But the truth of the matter is, I wanted to make a story where there was no true antagonist. Like everybody had a reason to be how they were, who they were. And it's difficult because it's easy when life is black and white, but it's challenging when it's in the gray. You know what I'm saying? So I just sat down and thought this up and concocted it, and I did it.
So when did you shoot it? So did you shoot it post-COVID?
No, I shot it in the middle. I shot this in 2021, and it would take me an hour, 2 hours to get through all of the story. So I had some friends. I didn't want to act in this. I really didn't want to act in this because I wanted to focus on directing. I said, I wrote this, I want to direct it, and that's it. All of my friends were either in the COVID bubble, they were locked in the Tyler Perry camp or the Netflix camp, and they couldn't get out. There was a time if you made a movie, and let's say you're doing an independent, and you don't have studio money, right? But if your friend is on a television show, you tell them, give me your schedule. They give you a schedule from Monday to Wednesday they're shooting. You be like, all right, bet, I'll fly you out Wednesday night, shoot Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and have you back by Monday. We could do that, right? And if you leave the bubble, you get fined because now you gotta wait for 14 days, you gotta quarantine, hope you didn't catch anything. So I couldn't get any, I didn't even have I can't say that, but we didn't have a full crew. We were changing locations and things like that. We really had two main locations. The leading actress, Celestine, who's stuck in traffic on her way here now because she teaches and she didn't think she'd make it, but she canceled class early and she's on her way. But, we just had the two homes, but the other home, we had to finagle our stuff. So we just got together, got some dope actors, made some phone calls, and got some dope behind the scenes people and made it happen.
I love the way it was shot, like using the use of Zoom and kind of having that like Instagram Live, because that's really our reality during COVID. And you really shot that really well. The other character that was not part of the living crew was like Brooklyn. And I felt like this was a little bit of a love letter to Brooklyn. Right? Did y'all feel that? I felt that too.
It absolutely was.
Tell me about that. Like, tell me the need to have Brooklyn part of this story.
Well, because, one of my goals, and it's going to be challenging, it's going to take me a little more time, but my goal is to tell one of the greatest Brooklyn stories ever. right? I'm not saying this is the one, but I got some work in front of me. I got Spike, I got French Connection, I got Warriors, I got a bunch of stuff. So there's an ode to Brooklyn because I want to go down in the pantheon and the echelon of those people who made that dope story in Brooklyn. So there was that symbol of the Fort Greene Park. There was some of the murals. There was, Coney. You want to tell your people don't even know Brooklyn is a beach town. The whole southern coast of Brooklyn is a beach. You know what I'm saying? But we have everything, And then, Dad, I want to know where Biggie and Fab and Jay. Yeah, they all from Bed-Stuy, baby.
But keep Jefferson out of that movie, though. Don't be talking about my block. And then talking about why you were writing this during COVID, not only was Brooklyn part of the story, but mental health was part of the story too, a significant part of the story. First of all, why was that so important to you as the writer to integrate that into the storyline? And then B, how did that affect you personally during COVID? Because I know we were all kind of suffering a little bit of something during COVID.
Yeah, I kept hearing how mental health was spiking during COVID. People weren't able to see their doctor. So there was a moment in there when she said, I'm feeling something, Doc, I need to see you. And the doc was like, I can't see you. You know what I'm saying? And not because the doc wanted to, clearly the doctor cared, but the reality, the truth of the matter is she couldn't see her. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching a lot of Mike Tyson, I think it's Hot Boxing or whatever his podcast is, and I watched how Mike Tyson often became the therapist. It's like when you're in therapy long, he'll say, so how did that make you feel? You feel like a big man? You're not a big man. You know what I'm saying? He became the therapist. So I wanted to figure out how to incorporate that, but I remember doing when I was shooting a documentary years ago about mental health. And it's easy when, like, if someone has a sprained ankle, you can see it. If someone has a torn ACL or meniscus, you can see it. If someone has mental health and they don't have any physical impairments, it's tough to see. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't understand what that sounds like, what that looks like, then you may be looking at a person, trying to figure out why are they acting this way or why are they not understanding what I'm saying, but you don't understand that there is something there, you just can't see it, right? So what she was going through was, and she said, I had it all together, like she had been working on herself, getting it, and then COVID hit. And then aside from COVID hit, the coincidence of, your brothers in your class. So the life that you tried to run away from to some degree, it all came back to you, and you just got to face it. So I know a lot of friends that were dealing with mental health stuff, and I consulted with. I didn't take this lightly. I spent a lot of time consulting with some people who I knew who were steeped in this world. Like one of my friends I went to college with, Old Westbury, named Sheila Leroy. She's not only educated and she's a doctor, PhD or whatever it is for ED, PhD, whatever it is. And but she's also someone who has challenges. And I also consulted with a friend of mine who's here, Alshante Squire, right there, who I wanted to make sure it was right because I didn't want to mishandle it. I didn't want to make it look crazy. I didn't want to say something that was crazy. So, I thought it was something, having friends and loved ones that deal with that. I just wanted to address it and not, just not gloss over it, but do it justice. I hope I did.
I think you did. Did he not?
Oh, y'all just say that to all the directors. No, you don't. No, you don't.
That's right. So, mental health, Brooklyn, family. I even got a little bit of sharing too much of your business on social media. Wait, are you?
It was a moment.
I'm trying to ask you a deep question. I need you here with me.
I'm here.
Okay. Social media. What did you want when you were writing this? What did you want people to really get from this? What was the message? Was there a message?
It's funny. It's the mind of Attica, right? So it's a bunch of stuff. It's I remember my wife going crazy because we all figured out Zoom together. Like our children figured out Zoom, we was figuring out Zoom, and I like, you know what I had to go through to cut class? Like I had to go through a lot to cut class, and I was very successful in high school. I cut class very well. You imagine if all I had to do was just hit a button. I would cut class all the time, right? So, but we were dealing with it. I was trying to understand what Zoom was while my daughter was trying to understand what it was. I'm seeing people check in, and then I'm watching all these investigative discovery shows, and I'm like, sometimes somebody pops up, it's not coincidental. Sometimes you checked in and somebody's like, oh, there she go. Oh, there he go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we checking in Crown Hill, life is good. All right, I know where to find you. So, that's, when he jumps out and he says like, I'm in Fort Greene Park. And then next thing you know, a woman shows up and you thinking it's a coincidence. So when she says, I'm around the corner, I found this cute little cafe, Besso. Oh, hey, what a coincidence. No. You know what I'm saying? You ratted yourself out. And then the flip side to it is, our children were up in their rooms a lot. And, when if people know who you are, they can invite you to a game. They can play games with you and find out who you are. Then next thing you know, they befriend you and get your information. And now somebody's texting your daughter. And this is just real. So I just wanted to put some of those nuggets in there. And then there was so many more, but I didn't want to make this a message film. I wanted to make it entertaining. I didn't want a message.
It was a message.
Yeah, if for those who got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who got it.
Yeah. Talk to me about the process, about who you want to work with. I know accessibility was hard because a lot of people were in a bubble during COVID, but you had your daughter.
Yes, my daughter made her debut, yes.
And her music debut, right?
And she had a song in there.
She had a song in there as well. Who are some of the other people that you decided to move forward with on this film?
Wow, this is really a labor of love. This is really a labor of love. The people that came out to work on this project, and the actors, the crew, it was myself and my homegirl Maureen, who moved to Orlando since then. We were like a 2-person team. She was a line producer, she was the unit production manager, the AD, when you have a limited budget, you don't make the best movie you can make. You make the best movie you can make under the circumstances. And those are 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? Because the best movie you can make, you don't really know what that is, especially if you don't have the comfort of a budget, if you don't have a comfort of a full crew. It's almost like, when your mama took that sandwich and made into a meal, cut the edges off and cut it into triangles, and you thought it was cuisine, right? Like you make the best you can make under the circumstances. But I want to say, man, like the team we had, starting from our actors, like Genia, Lear Morgan is standing right there, looking fabulous, played my wife. And brought all of that, bubbly, vibe to it, and Celestine is on her way. She played the daughter, and man, they would come to work so prepared. Mugga is, she's working tonight. Thank you. Mugga is working, and all of these people are, these folks got credits. Like these ain't like
they're on IMDb.
Yeah, I ain't all over it. I ain't pull them from like some random search engine. These are people who I know, and I reached out. Khalil Middleton is here, and he's in the back. You know what I'm saying? Tamike is here somewhere up there. Yeah, who else is in the house? Raise your hand if I missed you. That's cast. I know the whole cast isn't here, but even from crew, man, our cinematographer, and then our post-production team. They were stars, yo. Like, I was lucky. They don't know, but each time one of them said, yes, I did a happy dance. Like, I'm dead serious. I might have did a 90s body roll. Might have did a new. Yeah, but the first with my man, Khalil Hasif is a dope editor. He's a very dope editor, and he's also, y'all may know him, he's the voice of 30 for 30. So when y'all say, back in 1992, these 5 young men played for Michigan. Yeah, that's Dakil, man. And then my man Kel Spencer came on board to do the music. He was a music coordinator. My man Eric Alvarado. He's been coloring most of your favorite music videos from back in the days. And he's a colorist. So what color does, think of it this way. This is a good one. I never thought of this till just now. You know how someone looks and then someone looks hot with a filter? That's the colorist. Or makeup, the colorist takes the movie and puts makeup and all the beautiful things on it. So you give it to him and it looks one way, and then he takes it and do it another way. And then I had the pleasure of working with this brother many, many, many years ago. We did a short film together, and I played the lead on that. And I met him when they called me in to do ADR, the post-voice work for it. And I reached out, man, and my man Dave Flinch is in the house. He did the sound. And, it's funny because I probably didn't play the right version because Dave is sitting there listening like, this could be better. The stuff that y'all can't hear, a sound person hears it. I learned new words. I never knew the word diegetic and non-diegetic sound. And, and then the patience, though, the patience. When you ask somebody, because even though everybody got paid, right? But nobody got paid their rate. So when you ask somebody to do something for you, you want to carry most of it. Like, you don't ask somebody to help you move, but they're carrying the couch, right? And they're downstairs, right? You're downstairs holding the weight because they're helping you. But some of them was like, nah, I got this, bro. I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got the weight. This is what I do. You call me to do what I do, and
shout out to that. Round of applause.
Yeah.
For the folks that has dedicated themselves to this project. And I want to call a couple of them up. Genia and Khalil, can you guys join us, please?
Genia and Khalil.
Genia and Khalil.
I have 2 other chairs.
I got 2 chairs. Yeah, let's got 2 chairs for them real quick. Because let me tell you about that. Yeah, come on up. Just watch your step. There's a little...
That's what I'm talking about when people help you lift the couch, man. It's the DJ right here with them bright colors, and he don't care. Like, this is my man, yo. This is beautiful. That's not a stagehand. That's the type of stuff that, make me very appreciative. Come on, Genia.
Yeah, give it up for Genia and Khalil.
My movie wife.
Do we have another mic, or we gonna have to share? I am still messed up on that Bezos, the restaurant scene in my head. That's when I know shit got weird. And I think all of us were saying we were all feeling the same way. When you got this script from Attika, like seriously, it's COVID, you shouldn't be working, you know that. You should be isolated. But you got this script and you decided to do it. What goes through your mind? Like what did you see in that script that called you to do this role?
Yes. All right. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay. So when I first got the script, I was like, can I do this? And God said, yes, you can. Right? And then as I keep reading, and one of the questions, and you all are not going to believe this, no, you'll believe me, because I'm not up here lying. I was like, what is going on? Are they seducing each other? What is happening? Going stir crazy? What is this? And you all, he pulled from actual incidents and events. Like, there was this one person that's almost like a cancer cell that seduced a whole family. And I didn't really, because that's just not my experience, but I said, okay, this is real. And I know mental health is, especially around that time, was crucial. And, especially for Crystal, she's from LA and Baldwin Hills and, whatever. And, people get stir crazy. And they need, some people need more community. So all of that was going through my mind. And then God saying, yes, you can do this.
Woo. Well, you bodied the wife. You bodied the
I know
wife.
it's probably a couple, what can I say this?
Yeah.
Like right. A couple of wonderful people moments, right? Get it, wonderful people. Yeah, but it was all because of, the whole, needing to be around people and thrive, in community. What about you, Khalil? And shout out to my son. We had some laughs on set.
The timing
this
was
one,
perfect.
this one.
Khalil, the timing was perfect.
What's up,
Yeah.
everybody? That's what's up. That's what's up. My family out here. Shout out Juggernaut. Shout out my moms, Tony C.
Wait, we gotta
over
give
there.
a round of applause for the family for producing this amazing man. Shout out to y'all.
You know what I mean? The family over there getting pulled up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, over
So-
here just lit.
So Khalil,
Word, what's up?
you read the script and said, I'm gonna do this?
Of course. So yeah, he told me to get around reading the script, man. And when I got around reading the script, I called him immediately. I was like, "You crazy? What we doing?" You know what I'm saying? That's my Uncle Attica right there, man. You know what I mean? So I just pulled up, did what I do what I does. You know what I'm saying? And we here. Shoot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Khalil Middleton, you may have seen him on Central Park 5. You may have seen him in, Marry Me? You may have seen him in, this brother right here, man. We had moments like, I would ask him, how would you say this? And he was like, I wouldn't say she looked good. I'll say she fire. I said, well, then say that then. He said, just like that. I said, fire.
I love it.
But that he had, I don't know what the lingo is and the colloquialisms for the, that generation. Yeah, so I asked him and he rocked. He just like, I let him rock out.
So, and like I said, the timing was everything. Like I couldn't stop giggling every time Khalil got on the camera. Like I just giggled all the time. Just wanted to ask, how was it working with Attica as a director and as being his husband? Like it's such a, to me, it would seem like a strange dynamic.
That's easy.
Oh, give her the phone, give her the mic. It would be a strange dynamic. You're getting direction from a director, and then you got to act like you love him on camera. How was that dynamic for you?
I guess it was divine intervention because he was able to, take the hat off and then put it back on. And I know for him, he probably felt that it was cumbersome up here, or maybe he, and especially with his lines, we would, kind of run lines back and forth on set before we would take, just so that he would make sure he had the cadence and could remember what he needed to say. But he would take the hats off it appeared without much effort, but I know internally it was like, okay, I need to do this, I gotta make sure. So I definitely wanna give you your flowers on that, because I know you didn't want to do that. But you made it do what it do. God bless it. Yeah, you did it. You did it.
And Khalil, was it awkward for you at all? Like taking direction from him and then having to act like you're his son?
Nah, 'cause that's my Uncle Attica right there. You know what I mean? It take a village. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
For real.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you what's next for the film, and then I'm gonna ask you what's next for you. So what's next for the film?
Let me just see what time it is. I'm sorry. I'm producing. Let me see what time it is.
Don't worry, I have
okay,
the timer
cool.
right here.
Oh,
Because we gotta open it up for Q&A.
Yes. So what's next for me? There's a lot going on. So my second novel is complete, and thank you. And I'm writing these novels because if you write a script and it doesn't get picked up, it's like the tree that fell in the forest and nobody heard it, right? It's like you can't do anything with it, right? So I'm writing. I completed another novel. I'm waiting to get it edited. I'm looking for a dope editor. If there's any editors in the house, Nancy, shout it out to Nancy. Is gonna hook us up, her and Yvette. And yeah, man. So I completed my children's book. Yes.
Okay.
And that the illustrations are complete. Is getting formatted now. And once we format it, we're gonna go to print and we're gonna have some of those for sale. We have some books up there for sale. Brooklyn Bred, a 90s Brooklyn story. If you can purchase one of those, that will help out. Like, you know, I don't do, I feel like Jadakiss right now. I don't do Kickstarter. I don't do Indiegogo. This is what I do, right? So when I feel like Jadakiss at the Garden. So I'm saying that to say, shifting gears here, when I sent the invitation out for people to come, many people kept asking, how much are the tickets? Everybody, for the most part, and I think my friends are dope because they ain't be like, can I get on the guest list? People was asking how much are the tickets. Somebody even said, yo, I won't be able to make it, but I want to buy some tickets and I want you to give them to somebody, right? So what I heard was, my friends are willing to invest. They're willing to donate. So I'm saying that to say we have a donation box up there. And for anybody that wants to donate, please go upstairs and donate. And if you don't have cash, we have all of the QR codes. Please donate, and I'm telling you why. And I'm going to show you this in a minute. I'm going to show you a preview of my children's book, because not only are we going to do that, we're also, I spoke about the sound designer, Dave Flinch, and we're going to do an audio film, right? Not an audio book. We're going to do an audio film, and that's a whole fully immersive sound design. There's no narration like, yo, and then he went and got the keys and went to the car. No, you're going to hear the footsteps. You're going to hear someone pick up keys. You're going to hear the door open. It's going to be a fully immersive audio film. We're going to do that with this book. And we're looking to also raise funds to do animation. So we have a lot going on. And today I got word, and I appreciate the terms, but a distributor wants the movie.
That's big.
That's real big. The terms are really good, but I haven't read the contract, so the terms might not mean anything until I read the contract and make sure the contract say what the terms say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it all comes out in the wash. So that's where we are now, man. I also, I know a couple of people in here are proud owners of the Torrence collection jackets. I see some of them are wearing them, my man, Anna L. And just so, he said it takes a village. Remember I said, somebody read my book and thought it would be great for the children, and the My Brother's Keeper program, New York City and New York State started buying my book. The Deputy Commissioner of Education for New York State is the person who did that. Dr. Anna L. Austin is right there. He helped me out make that happen. Yeah, so he read the book and said, yo, my children need to read this, and you need to come talk to them. And so, you know, the village is strong. My man Kyle was a PA on the job before he went away to college, and that was his first film, and now he's in college doing it down at SCAD. And yeah, you know, that's what's next for me. What's next for you?
Well, this was next. No, what's next for me is actually commercial for, can I say? Yeah, I think I can say. I just can't show it, but it's some modeling for Atkins, and that's about it for right now. So we'll see after the holidays. Yeah,
so
right.
Whoa.
Well, that's a lot. There is a short shadow acting that has co-producer and actor along with the wonderful director Laura Roper, who's in the house somewhere today. And so we've been making the rounds with that. That was in Oktoberfest. So we may be circling back to LA for Indie Night. So, you know, prayers up for that. So that's about all I have right now. And may I give a shout out to Celestine? I don't know if she's in here.
Did she make it yet? No, not yet.
Okay.
But when she comes here, she's taking my CD.
Okay, right. Yeah, Celestine for doing the dang thing, and Mugga for all the cast that couldn't be here. And, RIP to that COVID-50.
I mean, came through with a leather outfit like, bruh. Fantastic. Khalil, what's going on with you? What's next?
I just did a short earlier this year, finally dropped. Tribeca Film Festival, cats looking at it for the Oscars, you know what I'm saying? Let's Good Rich, Sadiq Sanderson, Corey Stewart, all up in the film, so that's what's up. My brother and I, we got music cooking, Juggernaut War Party, you know what I'm saying? Over there, it's my right hand right there. And so, yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to open this up for audience questions, so I'm going to come down. Yeah, I'll come down. Wait, AV, can I come down? Hold on, let me look at our mic folks. Can I come down? Yeah. We good? All right. Huh? No, because we can't hear them. So I gotta do the thing that you like talk show style. Hold on.
There we go. That's Jodine Dorce,
you know what I'm
ladies and
saying?
gentlemen.
We got to hear them. I need to amplify their voice. Okay, hold on. I see the sister right here with the beautiful hat. We're gonna take her question. Hold on.
Hi, my name is Donatella. For those of us who aren't familiar with each one of you, how can we follow you on social media, support your upcoming events, and what can we do to get the word out about what we experienced today?
Thank you for asking. I'm going to start with the latter part, the support. You can go up there and you can donate, and please do that. Everybody in here, I would love for you all. I'm not saying how much, but please drop something in that box, or either do the Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. We got it all. You know what I'm saying? But I would love for you to do that. That's number one. Number two, I'm Attika J. Torrence everywhere. Like everywhere. ATTIKAJTORRENCE. Everywhere. I'm AttikaJTorrence.com, AttikaJTorrence@gmail, on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So if that's where you want to follow me and keep abreast of what I have going on, because I know I'm forgetting some stuff. But please go there and check it out.
Okay, I am Red Delish on Instagram, like the apple,
Spell it.
REDELISH on Instagram, Genia Lear Morgan or Genia Red Delish Morgan on LinkedIn, Genia Red Delish Morgan on Facebook, Red Delish on X, and be on the lookout for shadow acting in Oscar qualifying week. I totally forgot to say that, but that's circulating. So thank you for asking. Oh, and IMDb.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm Khalil Middleton on everywhere, all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, yeah. Tall Boy the Rilla for the Juggernaut War Party. That's my odd name. You know what I'm saying? I got another account, Casimo Official. You feel me? Follow him. He got all the shows on his account too. You know what I'm saying? And the Juggernaut War Party. Yeah, that's another account. So that's 4 joints.
Yes. All right. Let me. Oh, you want to say something else?
No, you can go to the next person. But Juggernaut War Party is a really dope band. I think they won Afro Punk Battle of the Band like 2 years in a row. And Kasim was on American Idol. He killed that. Like, what he's saying, like, follow Juggernaut War Party. They're really, 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 really dope, and they got some new music coming out.
Was there someone else who had a question? I may have missed it. Was there someone else? No? Oh, the DJ. Really? The DJ has a question?
Are we saying DJs can't have questions? We're just monolithic or something? So one, I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here. Funny story. So Genia texts me a couple of days ago, like, hey, I want you to come to this program that's going on, right? She just texted me like, yo, I want you to come through. So I'm like, oh yeah, Attika's doing something. I'll be there, right? So I didn't know she was going to be in the movie, right? So just a couple of things. So Genia, I've known for years. She went to school with my brother. Genia is my family. She's in my family, right? Attika is my big brother. He's in my family. Our parents grew up together, part of the East, all these things, right? Watching this movie is hilarious because for me, watching Attika, I'm watching this and being like, I wish I didn't know Attika. Because some of the stuff in there is like, that's something Attika would say. Like, the girl sitting there with the gun, like, you shut up. He's like, well, how do we know this is true? Like, that is something Attika would do. And I'm trying to take, no, I don't know him, but I'm like, this is Attika. So it's like, it was just so wild to watch this movie with people that you know and love in it, right? On one hand, right? But then on the other hand, it be so good of like, yo, I don't know what's about that. Yo, like all of the twists and turns, and to be like, wow, but this is really amazing. This is an amazing piece of work. So I just want to say thank you. Just from a DJ, DJs don't really have nothing to say. They just play music. But give it up for everybody, y'all.
And interestingly enough, you want to make sure in filmmaking, there's something called like running for the hills, right? And that's when you got all the work done and you just cash in the ending, right? Some people, you're exhausted, your stamina is gone, so it's tough for you to sometimes sit in it and stay in it. But I was real specific about how I wanted this to end. I didn't want anyone to get killed. And if someone says, yo, thank you. If someone says, yo, you're that guy that dated this girl at this time, and it started coming back to him, he's like, wait a minute, this might be my dog. You know what I'm saying? So there's a real, and then he wasn't a foul dude. He wanted to get his flirt on, see if he still got it. He gained a little weight, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to be out in the park, see if Shorty will holler at him. But then when she hollered at him, he like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And, but he wasn't a knucklehead, but it was like, yo, like, this might be real. And if this is real, and she ain't even got no bullets in the gun, like, what's this all about? So there was so many different layers that I wanted to convey in the story, man. And I just hope, it was genuine. And like I said, man, look out for what's next, because again, this wasn't the best film I could make. It was the best film I could make under the circumstances.
But it was better than half the shit I watch on Amazon Prime. So facts. There's that. I got another question. And then I think this will be the last one, and I think we got a party to tend to.
Yes, stay. We gonna dance.
How you doing? My name is Glenn Poole Harding. In the film, you talked about being acknowledged and loved. Like, why was that so important to put in film, and why did you feel like you had to break it down to her so she understood?
Dope question. That's my man Poole. He runs Basketball Heads. It's a dope podcast, like putting New York City on the map. Basketball Heads. Yo, so it's funny because later, the truth of the matter is most people in this world just want love and they want to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? They want to be acknowledged and they want love. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, it came back where he needed to show some kind of empathy and acknowledge her pain. You know what I'm saying? If he would have been a knucklehead, then that would have just been all talk, right? But it's like when and then as somebody, I'm not particularly a public figure, but I hang around a bunch of people who are, and I see how you manage, celebrity. And sometimes people just want to be acknowledged, Joe. They have weird ways of expressing that at times, but all you got to do is just acknowledge people and show them love, and that's what it is. Yo, peace, thank you, brother. Dap it up. Can I get a picture sometimes? Yeah. But when you're facing it front and center, somebody who all they wanted their whole life was to be acknowledged and wanted to be loved. She was like, yo, imagine knowing your pops and you can't say nothing to him because he don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted to be acknowledged. She wanted love. So when he mentioned that earlier, and then it came full circle where it was time for him to show love, and show acknowledgement, it was that moment. And yeah, that's a dope question, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. One more question? Is it no? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
there's somebody right there.
Wait,
The lady
where?
right there.
Where? Right here? Red
Okay.
red glasses? All right.
Hi. I don't know how you pulled this out of Genia. I'm her sorority sister, and we go to church together. I need to know, because Genia made me feel some kind of way, which she's never done. I need to know, how did you get both? Because at the end, being a mom, he acted like a boy, like, oh, I gotta go back to sleep, okay? I need to know, how did you pull this? And each actor to tell me, how did you pull that out to be, because I've also had patients who are sight patients, right? And everything there that you did in this film, I wish it could be shown all over.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to put money in support, because this was really, I wanted more. I mean, I didn't want them to die, but I wanted more. I was okay with that. Tubi and Lifetime, too much of it. But however, I just need to know the inspiration for this. How did each one of you pull, being the son, right? Being the, Genia. And how did you get that from them?
It was so hard. It was so. I had to work as a director to get these actors. I had to whip them into shape. Nah, I really like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. They came prepared. Like there were moments because again, we had to change shooting orders because we lost locations and I'm saying, yo, what we were supposed to do today, scrap that. Let's bring tomorrow's. Really, Attica? We're gonna bring tomorrow's scenes into. Give me a minute. And they went, changed their clothes, got their mind right, and these actors came prepared. Like actors, do the work. Do the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Come prepared. Don't be the reason why. So when a producer hires an actor, there's a difference between a director hiring an actor and a producer hiring an actor. When a producer hires a leading person in their movie, they're not just saying you can act or you're cute. They're saying you can bring all this money back. That's what they're saying. You can bring all this money back. When a producer is hiring an actor, they're also relying on the actor to make sure, they don't say this, but to make sure you ain't wasting no money. How do people waste money? Missing takes, not knowing their lines, not coming from their room when lunch is over, not showing up on time. All of the reasons why you got 30 people that you paying per hour. So if you go out to smoke for 15 minutes 4 times, that's 1 hour. If we're waiting for you 15 minutes, you 15 minutes late, you 15 minutes back to set, you're 15 minutes from lunch, like that's a whole hour and 30 people's worth of an hour. So when you have an actor that comes to set and they know their lines, they know where they're supposed to be, they know where they're coming from. When you break for lunch and they come to the scene, they know what scene was before this and what are they going after this, and they give you all of that in the scene. That's invaluable, and they all brought it. That's what it is in a nutshell.
Such an interesting perspective. Such an interesting perspective. I feel like I said this already, but we do have one more question.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sharon. I am also a sorority sister of Genia. And I just want to big up that shirt you had on in the park, Uhuru Sasa, Freedom Now.
Thank you.
Do you sell those? Are those for sale?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay, dope. I'll have one of those. What is the difference between a donation or a contribution and a production credit?
The production credit is an investment, and that's a lot more. And we take those.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, we love investors.
Are you going to talk about
Yeah, we love investors. You know what I'm saying? A donation is this, right? I came out, I watched the movie, we're about to dance, we're about to party. Is this worth the ticket price? Drop $20 in there. You know what I mean? Drop 30, 40, whatever, how you feel. But is it worth it? And I see the brothers work. A lot of people have been seeing my work for over 30 years, from street sounds at the music shop. Yes, or from IFNY Monologue Slam. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff, all of the films I've been doing, all the stuff, all of the work. Some people came out to see Thank You, Dr. Fauci, the documentary I've done. Some people thank you. Some people have bought the books. Some people bought my clothes. I've been doing this. Like, I'm a creative, right? So if you see it and you say, well, wow, there's value in that. You know, that's what a donation is. It's like, yo, let me put something there. Ain't nobody charge you to come out, and I'm not asking you. It's not necessary. It's not mandatory. I mean, but because people kept asking me, is why the other night I spoke to Ashanti, who's helping me in production, and I'm like, yo, would it be crazy if we asked for donations because everybody want to give money, right? And then I'm like, you listen to the consumer, right? So that's what it is. Now, when an investor is coming with that bread and like, yo, I want to help you make this next project. And then we got to speak about what that is. And I'm definitely open to that conversation. I'm always open to that conversation. So, yeah, we should speak after.
So, round of applause there too, because if you want to speak, you're going to stick around. You're not going anywhere, right?
We're going to rock until 12 a.m. because John Medicine's about to get back on these wheels of steel.
Okay, and who do you want to shout out tonight? I know we got some wonderful catering here. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, Crown Hill Theater, Peter, and his whole staff, man. Thank you for having us. Some amazing stuff. I mean, black-owned theater, black-owned, concert venue. You know what I'm saying? Please come out, and if you have your events, a lot of these people in here, I see you, I know you, you're corporate, and you got, you get them corporate dollars, bring some here, man. Bring some here. Tell them Manhattan ain't the only place to take their money, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I would like to show y'all something. Travis, you ready, brother? I want to show y'all a quick preview of my children's book. It's going to be very quick. All right, this is called, there are no titles, there are no texts. All right, can we just give a 1 second scroll through, just a 1 second pop? And then this is it, right? These are the illustrations.
Beautiful. Who's doing the illustrations?
Her name is Tiffany Golden out in LA. Right? So this is a story. It's called, the name of the series is called The Adventures of Young Addie. And this one is called A Brother's Love. And this is about two brothers, and they have to navigate a scenario. And the younger brother is ameliorated and, made stronger through how it has to happen. And no one can help him but himself. But he always has the power to do it. It's almost like when Dorothy could have always made it home. All she had to do was click her heels. He could always do it. But, it was a little bit challenging. The dead space in there is for the text and whatnot. It's, it's loosely based on my family and the real life situation. But I have a whole series called thank you very much, Travis, called The Adventures of Young Addie. Yes, and I have several stories, and this is the first one. And that's what we got going on, man. And I would love for you all to hang out. And, we're going to move these chairs out the middle, and we're going to just open up the dance floor. And
Just real quick, this is not out yet.
No.
So if you took photos, please don't post.
Yes, correct.
Please keep this confidential. We're just showing you a sneak peek of what's to come. So thank you for honoring that. Go ahead.
Yes, no, thank you for mentioning that, because it is getting formatted now and it's going to be out.
You can take it down, Travis.
Yeah, thank you, Travis. When the movie comes out, I would love for you all to watch it. I would love for you all to, share it. I would love for you all to get the word out, man. This is, don't let the leather suit fool you. I ain't rolling in the dough. I know this is like stage performance gear, right? Like if I was in Versus, but I ain't rolling in the dough. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right, with your Puma. We see you.
That's splat. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you everyone for coming out. One more time for Sins of the Father, Khalil, Genia, Attika, the DJ, John Mann. Please stick around. We're going to have a good time. Don't go anywhere. Thank you all for coming out. Good night.